Homeboy has been around for 31 years. It's the largest gang intervention, rehab, and reentry program on the planet Earth. And so some 15,000 folks a year walk through the doors, and we try to help them reimagine their lives and to somehow re-engage a sense of hope so that they can plan their futures and not their funerals, which is typically what gang members do.
6 years ago, I read your book, Tattoos in My Heart, and I thought it was fabulous, and it really touched me, and I wanted to see how Viamericas could help. Viamericas has a social responsibility. That's we strongly believe in that, and giving back to the community of our clients is very important for us. So what we wanted to do is see how we could train homeboys and homegirls with computer skill sets, and that's how we got involved.
You know, we've been around for so long, and probably the initial thing was trying to find gainful employment for them. And so we had job development and workforce development people who were trying to find felony-friendly employers. That was really hard to do, and that would certainly be an invitation to all your partners, because the whole community does better when we have this more expansive sense of who belongs to us, you know, which is to say everybody. So there's a way for employers to be able to imagine a circle of compassion and then imagine nobody standing outside that circle. So yes, we help thousands and thousands of gang members, and more gang members come to this place than to any other place in the world. And we still want to announce a message to people who own businesses that, for example, through here you'll get very eager, earnest, hardworking people who are a whole lot more than the worst things they ever did. So we're better as a community when we, as a civilization even, as a country, when we acknowledge how everyone, we belong to each other. And the problem, of course, in the world is that we've forgotten that. And so this place announces a message. What if we were to invest in people rather than just try to incarcerate our way out of our issues?
Absolutely, and we have had incredible experience with homeboys and homegirls at Viamericas, which we have hired, and it's been phenomenal, the work, transformative work that you've done. How do you go about that? What's how do you change people? How do you bring them back to great, compassionate contributors to society?
Well, here at Homeboy, you know, we've come to discover after doing this for 31 years is that healing is the centerpiece of what we do. That an educated inmate or gang member may or may not go back to prison, or an employed one even may or may not go back to prison. But it's our absolute, utter conviction that a healed gang member won't ever reoffend and go back to prison. So once we discovered that here, it was about healing and about how that's central. And how do you restore people to relational wholeness where they can be resilient in the world? And that's the worker you want. That's the worker who's not going to fly off, or because everybody here is traumatized, and everybody comes here again barricaded behind these walls of shame and disgrace, and they find rest here and healing and an opportunity to reimagine their lives and to re-identify who they are in the world now. And not only is an employer doing a good deed, and not only is he getting a good worker, but it also, you know, you're part of this movement, which is Homeboy Industries. So I wouldn't say that I change people or he changes people, but people find transformation here because of the culture and the nature of the place, that it fosters a certain sense of trustworthiness. And then that gives them the freedom to be able to do the work on themselves, where they go, oh, I'm okay, you know. In fact, I'm exactly what God had in mind when God made me. And then the next phase of development is the adventure of leaving this place. So when employers participate in that, you know, people can be confident that they're part of something truly large.